Welcome back. You're watching Young Turks at 12 and we continue our focus on entrepreneurs who are taking their family businesses forward. No single attire is more quintessentially Indian than the 6-feet-long sari. International icons Oprah Winfrey, Liz Hurley, Julia Roberts, Paris Hilton have taken the sari from the red carpet to international fashion runways. Our next guest, 25-year-old Ashita Chhabra, couldn't be happier with this newfound fascination for the sari. Ashita is part of the 60-year-old brand Chhabra 555, which started selling saris at Delhi's oldest and busiest marketplace, Chandni Chowk. Today, the company has 60 stores across the country and has even gone online. Here's a look at how Ashita has given her family business a new twist. In 1954, Krishanlal Chhabra set up shop at plot number 555 in Chandni Chowk's busy by-lanes with a modest dream of selling saris. The patent passed on from father to son, and today Chhabra 555 is one of India's largest wholesalers and retailers of saris. The newest family member to join the 6-decade-old brand is 25-year-old Ashita Chhabra. With a career that began as a consultant for Ernst & Young, Ashita was an unlikely candidate to join the ranks of her father and grandfather, but the love for her family and the need to contribute to its business was hard to resist.
So I think it's in our blood, number one. I think we've seen saris and suits and everything around the fabrics and everything around materials since we were, I think, kids at home. They used to come with the stock at home, so we used to see it in that point of time. Do not personally think I would get into it while going through college. Thought I would perhaps do something else. Started doing something else as well, joined Ernst & Young for a while, but then realized perhaps that I can make more of a substantial difference a lot faster here. There is being, let's say, the boss's daughter helps in that respect as well. But after joining, I realized that perhaps being a girl who's very young in the organization takes a bit of convincing for people to actually take you seriously, which is why perhaps the educational backing and some kind of experience help to actually say, fine, this is what I think we should do and you better do it.
Incorporated as a private limited company in 1993, Chhabra 555 today employs 1,000 people and has clocked revenues of 65 crore rupees last year. Ashita's first order of business was to find a new revenue stream for the venture and take the brand online. With an e-commerce portal that went live in 2012, Ashita has also tied up with Amazon.com and eBay to reach out to a larger customer base. But taking a traditional family-owned venture online was not easy.
We realized that perhaps one of the biggest problems we were going to face while going online was the inventory blocking it involved. Any piece you're putting online and a customer wants it, the customer wants it at that particular point in time, you deliver it in like 2 days' time, which is why you need to block it. But how much of inventory can you block at any point of time? So we created a system where we actually, on our website, there is only current stock showing, which is actually available not at our warehouse, which is actually available at stores. And the system is real time, so the piece gets sold out from the store, it gets removed from the website. If it gets sold out from the website, it gets removed from the store. It's a real time system.
And while Ashita was responsible for Chhabra 555's foray into e-commerce, the venture took the cue from the domestic retail growth story and in 2005 went from a largely wholesale model to a pure-play retail model. And so after 4 decades in the business, Chhabra 555 moved on to their second store, and today the brand has 60 stores across 25 cities in India. Largely targeting the upper middle class, saris at Chhabra cost anywhere between 600 to 1.5 lakh rupees. And to keep up with competition, the venture has added a ready-made salwar kameez line to its catalogue in 2007 and recently launched its first designer line in partnership with film star Lara Dutta. But Ashita tells us their USP is facing a real threat today.
Our main way of working actually is, our main core segment is through our handloom products. So we've actually spent a lot of time on actually making our handloom industry perhaps sell and present a handloom industry. But what that means that is actually most of our production is done by karigars by hand in various very small villages. So our core production centers happen to be in, let's say, hundreds of small villages spread across the country today. And we want to ensure that perhaps many of them have become dying trades today. When I talk about, let's say, a Banarsi weave, in terms of a handloom weave, it's a dying trade today. It's not actually. So one of our aims close to the heart is perhaps to actually get those growing again and bringing them back to perhaps the prestige which they should be having.
And helping revive a dying trade is not Ashita's only aim. Over the next 5 years, this family-oriented entrepreneur wants to give Chhabra 555 a pan-India presence by taking the count to 100 stores across Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns. She also has plans to take the brand international and is on the lookout for master franchisees in the US, Canada, UK, Middle East and Australia. Ashita, here's wishing you the very best of luck with your international plans. It's time now for us to take a break, but before we go, here's the question of the week on YT Talkback. How can family businesses in India nurture meritocracy? Post your comments on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/CNBC Young Turks. We'll flash the best answers right here on our next episode. A quick break, but come back to us on Young Turks.